Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching. I hope that you're having a wonderful day. We've had an amazing ice storm here yesterday in Iowa, and it kept everybody from going out and doing things that they normally would do. And we're enjoying it, actually, being home in the cold. It's warming up now. But I want to ask you these questions of what will you let go of for 2025 and what will you welcome in? The solstice, which is the shortest day of the year in the northern hemisphere, is happening on Saturday at 3:20 a.m. Um, and Central Time and 4:20 a.m. Eastern Time, and goes back further as we go through the day. And I'm asking this question because this is a time of letting go of old things and welcoming in the new. And what will you let go of? What will you welcome in? These are the times when we have a moment to rest, to let ourselves really dive in deep, to find out what it is that we no longer need to carry with us. What can we really let go of? Can we let go of anger, grief? Can we let go of sadness and regret? Can we let go of worry? And what will we welcome in? What will we bring into our lives that makes a difference this time? I've always thought of the solstice as really the beginning of the next year. It's not an arbitrary date on the calendar. It's actually what happens to the planet. We have the shortest day of the year, the most darkness, that lasts for longer, and the more northern you go, the more dark there is. So, how do we celebrate bringing back the light? How do we do that? And more northern countries than ours, they celebrate it in completely different ways. So there's all kinds of things that you can watch online about the solstice. And I highly recommend that you get familiar with it because it's a really good marker that is not um, dependent on a calendar made up by human beings. It's just the way the planet moves through the universe and how we interact with our large star, the sun. And to me, that seems like a much more organic way of bringing in a new year as opposed to having kind of a fake celebration at some fake time that's been, manufactured by somebody from long ago who decided that that was a good day. I think it's more organic to have it be just the way things show up in the world and the way we show up in the world. So I would like you to do this with me, this meditation, and just close your eyes and take a nice deep breath. And as you exhale, let the body weight fall down toward the floor. As you take another deep breath in, start to turn your attention inward and feel where your chair or whatever you're sitting on is supporting you, wherever you're standing. Just feel that supporting you, whether it's your butt on a seat or laying on a bed or a couch. Just feel that weight of your body. Just let your shoulders drop. Take another breath in and send this breath all the way down into your toes, down into your feet. Send this next breath down into the small of your back. Let it relax. Send this next breath into your shoulders and let your shoulders drop as you exhale. Send this next breath into your neck and throat. And just let everything relax. Let the heaviness of your head melt down into your neck, into your body. And as you're in this safe, quiet place inside of yourself, look around and see what is it that's still hanging around there that you really don't need anymore, that you would really like to just dissolve it into unconditional love. What's there for you? Is it anger at a loved one? Is it forgiveness that you're holding back for yourself? Compassion that you won't let go to yourself or others? Is it a rule that you've lived by that you don't even know why? Like wearing white after Labor Day? What is something that you would love to let go of that's been holding you back for so long? It's been keeping you in this box. I was watching a program yesterday, Queer Eye, and they were talking to a woman who was brought up in a very religious household, and she was not allowed to wear certain things that she would have liked to have worn, just clothing she would like to have worn. And then she married somebody who had the same kind of constraints on her for 30 years. And was broken out of that box. And what she chose to wear and what she chose to look like was absolutely stunning. And is there something like that that's keeping you from being who you really are? Maybe you haven't had the room to even think about who you really are. Maybe it's always been prescribed for you, like that woman. Maybe you let that happen because you didn't know what else to do. And that's okay. It's okay. But this is a really great time for you to let it go. So on Saturday morning, you don't have to do it at 3:20 a.m. or even 4:20 a.m. You can do it when you wake up in the morning and just give thanks for the light that's coming into your life. And I would suggest that during the week, as this is you're mulling this over about what you'd like to let go of and what you'd like to welcome in, just keep a little note, write it down or speak it into your phone and record it. A little note about something that's coming up for you that you would really like to let go of. Something that you have felt is holding you back from being your true self. Because your true self is sparkling and joyful and loving and compassionate. Your true self is all the good things. Are there negatives in there? Sure, there's negatives in there, and that's okay. You're a human being. You're not a human doing. So it's not dependent on what you do for you to be here. You are being here. So, what I'm going to suggest is that you write this down, write these thoughts down. And then when Saturday comes, take all of the things that you've written down, cut them into little pieces so that you can throw them into the fire and burn them and release them from your life. And then the things that you've decided you want to welcome in, throw them in the air like confetti and let them shower you. So maybe you want to welcome in things like more fun and more joy and time with friends and time with loved ones, or doing a Zoom with your family, or things like that make you feel good. Having an ice cream in the middle of the day, things that make you feel joyful, things that make you feel happy, being in nature. Pick your favorite nature experience and put that on that list. And then you're going to cut those happy things up, those things you want to welcome in. You're going to throw them in the air like confetti. Let them fall all over you. So have a lot of them. Have many of them so that you can feel that shower of blessings that's coming to you. As you're thinking about this, and you can still have your eyes closed if you like, as you're thinking about this, what are the things that you would like to let go of? And if you'd like to, put them in the chat. So I'd like to let go of deadlines. I don't even like that word. I'd like to change that word to happy fun time. Happy fun time. Oops. Happy fun time is my favorite way to think of a deadline. It's not a deadline. You're not going to die if it happens or it doesn't happen. You're going to have happy fun time. You're going to celebrate. Oh, let's put that in there. Let's have more celebrations. I'd like to welcome in more celebrations into my life. Yeah, welcome in more celebrations. What would you like to let go of? Just put it in the comments. What would you like to let go of? They might be negative things. It's okay. I'd like to let go of worry about the future for my loved ones. Right? Letting go of worry. One of the things that I do when I feel like I'm starting to worry about somebody that's far away from me, like my son who lives many hours away, I think about him surrounded in golden light and glowing. And sometimes I even picture Jesus standing next to him with his arm around my son's shoulders, telling him what a great job he's doing. You're doing so well. That's a great job. You're doing great. And just being encouraging to him. And that's a beautiful thing. What would you like to let go of? What would you like to bring in? Share with us in the comments, what would you like to let go of? Would you like to let go of feeling rushed? That's a big one for a lot of people. I don't like to feel rushed. It makes me get anxious and I don't like it. So I like to be early to things. They say if you're not early, you're late, right? So that's kind of my motto too. I like to be early because it keeps me from being anxious. Would you like to let go of that? Would you like to let go of all the things that you feel like you have to do or nobody else will do them? How about if you let go of being manager of the universe? That's somebody else's job. It's too big a job for you anyway. So what if you let go of being manager of the universe? I'm not saying being manager of your household isn't a job that you should let go of. It's totally up to you, but there might be things that you could delegate to others. And you might have to teach them how to do it correctly so that it feels like a good thing. So they get also praised for what they're doing. Because that's important, especially when you're dealing with kids. Even if they didn't do a great job. Yeah. Letting go of grudges. Yeah. Letting go of laying blame, procrastination. Great session. Yes. Thank you so much. Very good to let go of laying blame. We are not in the habit of blaming and shaming. It's really, really important to stay on your path instead of veering off into the path of blame and shame because it brings no love to anyone, especially the person who's doing it. So, blaming and shaming, wait, let go of it. Let go of it. Yeah. Happy New Year. Thanks, honey. That's my honey. What else can you let go of? Maybe you could let go of having to fit into the right outfit, having to judge yourself over and over and over again. Maybe you could welcome in greeting yourself in the mirror every day with, "Hi, beautiful." Maybe you could welcome in welcoming yourself to the day. Maybe you could welcome in praise for yourself for the job that you did before. Oh, I forgot to put on my crown. Hang on. This is part of what I like to do for solstice. Wear my lighted crown. That's what happens. Forget to put on your lighted crown. So there are lights on here. There we are. What else could you welcome in? Being fun, having silly fun, playing games with your friends, grandchildren, children. What else could you bring in? I've told many people to do this as part of their recuperating from being upset and alone in their life. Go listen to live music. When you're listening to live music, the vibration of your body changes, especially if it's music you love. And guess what? There are other people there who also love that music. And then you start to see them when you return to listen to this live music again. The same people are there. This happened to me when my father moved to Iowa. And he said, "The same people are at your gig that were at your gig last time." I said, "Yeah, Dad, they're called fans." And he said, "You have fans?" I said, "Yeah, I do. There are people that really love my music." And you can have that too. When you go to listen to live music, there'll be some people there that you saw the last time or that you'll see them again. And that's because they love that music and it moves them. That's why I sing blues music, because it moves people. It's healing. So what could you welcome into your life? Going to see more live music, going to see live art, live dance, live theater, people gather together to see something live is a completely different vibration than listening to a record. And you can do it. And you don't have to pay a lot of money to do it, too. You can go listen to free music. There's always free music. There's always listening parties. There's all kinds of groups that you can get involved in that where people have the same interests that you have. All kinds of stuff going on out there. But here's the thing, you have to take action to do it. You'll have to get up off your butt and go do it. And sometimes that's the hardest part, deciding to go. So I want to do a little anxiety tapping for you, because a lot of times that happens. You feel like you want to go, and then all of a sudden it's like it's gone. You don't do it. And you think, why didn't I do that? I really wanted to do it. So let's tap on this a little bit today about that anxiety of being out in social situations. So I want you to just imagine the last time you were in a social situation and you were feeling anxious about either going there or being there. And see yourself. Close your eyes and see yourself in that situation. See how you're feeling, what you're looking like. So if you have any ideas about that, about what you're seeing for yourself, I want you to put them in the comments. You can just write one word like anxiety or upset or anything that you'd like to write that you're seeing as yourself going into or about to go into a social situation. You're feeling anxious. So you can absolutely tap on this. So since I don't see anybody writing anything in the comments, I'm going to give you the feelings. You can change them if you'd like. Doesn't matter. So start tapping right here on your eyebrows, right on the eyebrow, and say, there I am. Go to the side of your eyes, feeling so anxious under the eyes. Feeling like I don't want to go, but I do want to go. Under the nose, feeling indecisive. Under the lips, feeling so anxious. Under the collarbone, all this anxiety. Under the arm, and I really should be doing better with this. Top of the head, but I feel so anxious. What will people think? Eyebrows, what will people say? Side of the eye, I don't even know if I like the way I look. Under the eye, and I'm so anxious about this. Under the nose, and I'm just going to honor that feeling right now. All the anxiety. I'm just honoring that feeling of anxiety. I'm honoring that feeling right now. Take a deep breath. Now, see yourself in that moment again, about to go into this social situation or being in it. And how do you look now? Do you look a little better? You can put that in the comments. Feeling better, feeling more calm. Sometimes people feel worse, and that's okay too. But you just want to keep tapping on that feeling. Like tap right here on the eyebrows. Maybe I feel a little better. Maybe I feel a little worse. But I can see that this is changing things when I tap. This is changing how I feel. This is changing what my body's doing with this feeling. And I know that my feelings are creating my physiology. My feelings are creating what my body is doing. Because every feeling has its own vibration and physiology. And so every time I tap, every time I tap, every time I tap, I'm changing my body's physiology. I'm going from fear to love. I'm going from fight, flight, or freeze to rest, digest, and heal every time I tap. So I'm just going to keep tapping until I feel better and better. And I'm so grateful. So grateful that I have this easy way to move through my feelings. Take a deep breath. Feeling any better? You can put better in the comments. If you're feeling worse, that's okay. Just keep tapping on the feeling and just do like what I did. And you can watch this again because I'm going to post it on YouTube. I'm so grateful that you're here, that you're experiencing this. And when you go to our website, and I'll put it in here, it's Quantum Healing Chiropractic, or it's Quantum Healing, we used to call it chiropractic, because it's Quantum Healing International. It's hard to type and talk at the same time. International, I'll get it, .com. And you go to the resource page, and there you'll see a tapping script and the diagram. And it's not the same script that we just used, but it still works and it's still great. It's good to have all different variations of what you're doing. And I want to invite you also to our to our class that we're doing Wednesday evening, this Wednesday, the 18th. It's a wonderful class, and it's about how we go deal with grief during the holidays. And I'm going to put the link in here for you to get to it. Hang on one second. And as I do that, what's going to happen is you're going to register for the class, and then anybody that's registered for the class, and this is just the registration link, anyone that's registered for the class can actually receive the recording, but we're only giving it to people who attend. So you can register, but if you don't show up, no recording, because we want to keep this private, because we're going to be sharing deep things, private things, and I don't want anyone who's not there to be listening in with us. So you have to show up to get the recording. You have to be an attender, not just a registered person. So when you come, it'll be at 7 p.m. Central, Wednesday evening, and we're going to talk about healing during the holidays, healing grief. And I will tell you right now, the bold statement that I make about that is that time does not heal all wounds. Time just scabs them over and turns them into a scar that can't be moved. You know, scar tissue doesn't have very much blood supply, and it gets very hard. And so what we like to do is talk about our wounding not as a scar that is immovable, that doesn't have blood supply, but as a place where we can really massage it, talk about it, do some healing on it, and allow it to be completely healed. Because there's no reason why you have to keep suffering. I've heard people talk about this so much lately. And, you know, because it's the holidays and we notice the absence of the person who has passed, or we notice how our children have all moved away. My kids live all over the country, so I don't get to see them very much. But here's the thing. It's sad. We have to acknowledge it, that it's sad. And then we have to move through it, because it's not healthy for us to stay in persistent negative thought. It's not healthy for us. So how do we get out of that when, like, I can't make my kids all move closer to me, and I can't move to one of them and then have the other two be upset about that? Or, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you can't divide yourself. So why don't you just stay whole and decide that you're going to take action to clear the persistent negative thoughts? That's why I do that thing about worry when I'm worried about somebody. So I want to share more with you on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central. It'll be, we have an hour and a half there for us. We don't have to use that whole time, but I want you to feel free to talk about what's going on with you, because there are people who are really stuck in their sadness. And that is not healthy for you, and it's not healthy for the people around you. And I know you want to live, or you wouldn't be here anyway. So let's make it so it's easier for you to live here on earth at this time. So join me for that. It's a healing for the holidays, and how we can have relief from grief. So that'll be Wednesday. But right now, we're talking about the solstice, the winter solstice, the ending of things and the beginning of new things. And this is a great time for you to release the old, welcome the new, and be joyful, because it's okay to let go of stuff that doesn't work. Remember, when you clean out your closets and you get rid of all the stuff that doesn't fit, that you haven't worn, the closet fills back up again, doesn't it? Or you get to a uniform and that's what you wear all the time. Just saying, like, what if your uniform that you wear all the time was something that was uplifting and making you feel happy, as opposed to something that continues to bring you down and make you feel less than? So let's do that. Let's welcome what's new, what we really want, and let go of the old structures that we don't need anymore because we know what we're about. I'm so grateful for that. So do the tapping again if you feel like you need to have more. And you can always get in touch with me. It's important for you to know that you have a free consultation waiting for you. And if you go to the website, you'll be able to schedule that for yourself. So feel free to do that. I'm so grateful for you. I'm grateful for each and every one that watches this. And any comments that you have, I watch these comments. So if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to put them in the comments or have a consultation with me, and let's see what we can do to help you on your path to move forward in an easy and effortless way. I'm so grateful. Let's close with a prayer. So take a nice deep breath in. Imagine you're breathing up into the center of the universe, up into the love, light, source energy, wherever that is. And as you exhale, let that energy come back down through all layers, all levels, down through all the chakras, that energy skeleton of your body, down through your feet, down into the core of the earth. As I say these words in the I am, for all listening, God is all there is. Love is all there is. Light, life, and source energy is all there is. And I am so grateful to know that I am one with God, love, light, life, and source energy. And I'm never separated from this energy because it's in every cell, molecule, and atom and all the space in between. It's within me. It is me. And so as I turn my attention to that part of me, I say yes, 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 to more and more joy, self-compassion, self-love, because it overflows to everyone around me. And I'm so grateful for that. I'm grateful that as I give myself those things, they automatically go to the others around me. I'm so grateful that I don't need all kinds of techniques and learning and education and all of that. It's great and I love having that, but I can also get it directly from source. When I put myself in that connection, in that way of connecting with the source of all that is, I can receive. I can receive everything I need in order to move forward in my life. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that it's so easy, that all I have to do is breathe in inspiration, inviting spirit in, and exhale gratitude. Thank you. I'm grateful to my guides, my guardian angels, my spirit helpers, those who have passed on before me, who are cheering me on from behind that thin veil, that veil between life and death, that veil between here and there. I'm grateful for that. And I authorize my subconscious that's running my body right now, running my body according to my feelings, according to the layers and layers of feelings that I have within me, to release, dissolve, and clear anything that is unlike love within me. Any constrictions or contractions that are keeping me from my highest good. I say that it's so, and I let it go, knowing that it's already done. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. And so it is. And so it is. Have a great week, and I'll be thinking about you on the solstice, and maybe I'll go live and we'll burn our things up together that we don't want to do, that we are letting go of, and we'll throw the confetti off of all the things that we want to welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Much love, many blessings.